Rick, I'll start off by asking you about the Pedersen line in particular and what you liked about what they were able to do.
Yeah, they were great. They were obviously our best line. I thought they were really good. Petey moving his feet. Gar's doing his thing on the forecheck, and Hoggy, I mean, that breakaway goal, he made more unreal moves. So, yeah, that line was feeling it tonight. I don't know when I played them, but they were out there a lot. It was easy to put them out there.
How about the way you closed it out in the third?
Yeah. I don't know if we have a lot of chances or not, but, yeah, we it's a tight game. I thought Calgary played hard, but it's good to get those goals. Obviously the power play goal was big by Millsy.
Just looking back at the week, I guess all 3 games now, did you feel like this is the type of control you're looking for your team throughout this homestand?
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to play without the puck, and, we're getting some good efforts from some guys. Trying to find our consistency. It was a business-like, workman-like game. It was kind of eventful that first couple, but I thought the PD line obviously was the line kind of drove us to the win tonight.
Just as an individual night for Nils Höglander, I mean, he works so hard, it feels like, on every night. For him to get rewarded, what do you think about that for a player who, like I said, just the work ethic seems through the roof all the time?
Yeah, I know he's just he's worked at his game. Obviously, he's gotten better and better. He's like his forecheck, and that's where he makes his bread and butter. And obviously he's got good hands. Like that breakaway goal, like that's a big time goal. They make the save. You never know, it comes back the other way. So big time goal for us.
What about Lindholm? I mean, it was an empty netter, but sometimes when a guy's going to break a slump, it could be something that just goes off his leg or an empty netter like that. Do you think that can help?
Yeah, 100%. He's working. He's got had a couple of different wingers again tonight, so he's doing fine. I think his game will start to come. I thought he did a nice job for us, especially play without the puck.
You get the sense that this one meant a little more to both him and Zadorov? Yeah,
I mean, it's anytime you get traded, right? You want to win those games. So, and I think Z, especially on the bench, I could tell he wanted to win this game. He was chirping. He wanted to win.
Rick, your team has allowed the lowest amount of shots on goal over the last month or so. What's impressed you the most about the way this team is defending?
Yeah, I really like the way the D are, for the most part, we're controlling the middle of the ice. We're giving them outside stuff. I got to give D a lot of credit. If we have some indecision, if we're going to go or not, we'll hold the middle, and that's probably the last part. The last good thing I like is we're not diving. I think 3 weeks ago when we were making a few mistakes, one guy makes the second guy. Now the one guy makes a mistake, and we're kind of holding the fort. That's good to see going this late in the year where we're starting to do that.
Did you get anxious at all after that Calgary goal late in the second? Just feeling about.
No, not anxious. I just thought, we were. I thought there was some plays to be made, and we were chipping it and we were throwing away. I don't think we were supporting it. We were okay. It wasn't great. We just got to get in the habit of I want us to press, but smart. I think we lost our F3 a few times. They had some 3-on-2s. We got back in time, but it was just a little too risky for me because I don't think we were on our toes a little bit for about 5-10 minutes. So when it gets close like that, anything can happen. Power play for them, hit somebody's skate in the net. So getting that third goal was obviously huge.
Your power play didn't quite have it on that one power play, and then they came back and we basically hit the net. I mean,
the first one was really good. We had some chances to score. We're getting some opportunities there, though. And obviously the play that we did there with Millsy getting that shot, he hit the nets, and that was a hell of a shot. So we're getting some looks. Suter had one right point blank in the middle. I think there was a couple of tips by the net. We're going wide. We can't get frustrated. We got to keep doing the same thing. Still be aggressive. I thought we were more aggressive the last couple of games.
It's another strong performance from the penalty kill tonight.
Yeah.
What have you seen from them that's made them so successful in this last stretch of games?
Well, I think the pairs. I think Lindy and Teddy leading us the charge. I think better on the clears. I think Z had a couple of good clears for us under pressure. He's ripped it down there. That was big. They get that puck down. Giving them the outside, but it's a couple of block shots. It's the last 4 or 5 games. The PK's won us some games where we've given teams. It wasn't too bad tonight, but we've given them consecutive I think the last game we gave him 3 power plays in a row, and I think the other night we gave 3 in a row. That's the tough part, is when you give 3 power plays in a row in a period. That's the hard part.
You mentioned Teddy on the penalty kill. He also had that one diving back check play. What does that do to the bench? What do you see from his teammates when a player is making that kind of hustle play?
Yeah, we've had a couple of Teddy. I think Podsy the other game did the same almost play. The tracking, the extra 2 or 3 strides is something that I talked to you guys about, is breaking the seals. Like, there's 3 more strides in you. You might not have it, but you got it, and that's the difference of getting a goal or not, right? If he doesn't dive, it's probably it's a tap in, or in an empty net. So that's a huge play.
Talked a little bit about both the power play and the penalty kill. Do special teams take on an extra importance this time of the season?
Yes, I think power plays, when it comes to crunch time, it's I always say it's not the percentage, it's the timing. It's 2-1. It's situation where Calgary's still playing hard in the game, and we get that goal. The 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes left in the third period, when you need that goal to either tie a game, to win a game, or to separate yourself. That's what I look at, pressure type of power plays, and that goal is what I'm talking about.
Up in the press box, we can't hear what's happening on the bench. What does a Big Z chirp sound like?
Big Z chirp?
Yeah.
He's got so many. He's got the David Letterman top 10. I gotta give you. There's too many.
JT says the big advice you gave him before the power play goal was just don't miss.
Well, he's probably right. Well, I just told him, especially with 3-4 minutes left, your flanker shots, if you miss the net, that's usually the PK takeoff. So I said, if you're going to take a shot, boys, you can't miss the net on the flanker. And I said that to him. So obviously he listened to me, because that was a hell of a goal.
Not game related, but we're going on 6 weeks now for Dakota.
Yeah.
I don't think you kind of got the sense it was going to be that long. Has there been any kind of setback there?
There's not been a setback. He's coming close. He's skated very well. He's had the 30-day power skating school, so his legs will be good. So he's close. He's really close. We're erring on the side of caution, but he's very close.
Pettersson with the block shot sliding across. Imagine there might have been a reaction on the bench, but what's that do for the rest of the team when they see a guy like that selling out, buying in on what has to be done?
Well, it's crunch time, right? He's doing that. I think the last game he ran, he hit a guy, and then he hit 2 hits right away in the one shift. That's the stuff you want your top players to. It's ramping it up. It's business, right? And I thought, obviously he's making some really good plays, but also, I think defensively, I saw some really good stuff from him tonight. His 200-foot game's really coming. I think he knows it's time to go, and he's given us some really good efforts. That line's been giving us some good effort. They're the energy line. They've been really doing a good job last couple of games.